This polar bear is so hot. When people don't pay attention, hold the Coke bottle between your back legs. Open the lid with the soles of your feet for 3 seconds. Then drink a little clean. The whole process is very professional. Suddenly an hour apart, polar bears are online. I became a TikTok expert overnight. It attracts countless tourists to the zoo. The black chimpanzee next to him also refused to cuddle. You can't just drink Coke. You know how to flirt. Performing a street dance at the barn. Make the girls scream for joy. Just like that, the tourists suddenly froze. The zoo is about to close. But polar bears know how to drink Coke. And chimpanzees know if hip-hop is real or SAO. Let's watch the movie together. Let's get to the answer. Who saved the zoo? That's a handsome guy named Teso. He's a practicing lawyer. The company is tasked with taking over the zoo. Instead of the old boss, Teso must revive the zoo within 3 months. But there are no animals in this zoo. There's only one polar bear with the disease. There are only 4 employees left. So how did our Teso end up? Teso invites everyone to eat rice, offer or buy more animals. But the vet said that these rare animals are going extinct. Like tigers, elephants, lions are banned from trade. People like to see rare animals. How to do Teso? This meal has just ended. Teso and former owner of the zoo, drunk walking on a small road. Suddenly, Teso saw a big tiger hiding in the bush. It scared me to the ground. Embracing old boss feet for support. The former owner of the zoo looked closely. Turns out the staff wanted to sell the tiger model. This made Teso think of a way to save it. Time passed until the next morning. You're dressed as a lion. Ask people to wear animals. To pretend to be an animal. Because no one would expect a zoo to have a fake. But so pretends this way. Surely AI can also see. So I went with everyone to see an expert specializing in modeling. Hired him to make 4 sets of polar bears one at a time. Black sperm lion and sloth. I don't want to be seen by tourists. Loopholes so required. Everyone. We have to simulate animal behavior every day. Black chimpanzee simulator. I have to walk every day. Sometimes he punches himself in the chest. Even when he's in the gym, he hunches. The polar bear simulator is the old boss. Learning by documentary film. The polar bear pressed its face to the floor to move like a metering worm. The lion simulator wears a tiger's paw in the house. Practice walking on 4 legs. Actually, on the knees. Child simulator. Take advantage of the opportunity to work in the motion of giving the package to the guests. AI also simulates to the point of proficiency. It's finally opening day. Before visitors come in, Teso give each one a headset. To convey information, I told 4 people, just raise your right hand, then the animal's growling sound will come out. Everything is ready to go. People put animal heads on. Teso sits in the camera room. Observe the situation. Right now, the first group of visitors who were there were preschoolers. With the old tourists. The girl who developed my nature. Lazy to hug the trunk, crave to move. The little ones observed it quite novel. But I feel this long-haired animal. It's nausea. I want to go see the lion. There's a problem with the girl pretending to be a lion. I'm allergic to lion suits. So she's rocking back and forth, rubbing her body against the tree. Teso asked the lion what she was doing. The lion replied, "AI, the skin is really itchy." Teso only knows how to encourage to try to refrain. At this point the children arrive where the girl hurriedly lies down. But the ass comes out. Teso hurriedly told her to turn her head. The little girl wants to see the lion's tail. Tell the teacher to get everyone together and run to the back. The lion immediately turned around. Face the kids again. The little ones can't see the lion's tail, so they're pretty hopeful. So immediately change your location to see the polar bear. But no one expected. Former boss posing as a sick polar bear afraid of crowds. So hide behind the fake mountain that won't come out. So says now. Hello, boss, just take 2 steps outside. The zoo boss walks on 4 legs. June stepped out without stopping to brainwash himself. I'm a polar bear. But this sight surprised the children. Ask your teacher. This polar bear. Why is it so cold that it's freezing? The teacher tried to explain. Well, you don't know. Polar bears live in the cold Arctic. It will feel cold in a warm country. It's like that. This explanation. Even the teacher herself was confused when she finished speaking. Black chimpanzees are even more flamboyant. Look at the old people. Banging my chest with all my might. I almost punched him in the chest. But the animal masquerade. It doesn't really work. Visitors even a little bit at a time. Teso feels it's because there are too few animals. That doesn't attract visitors. Go back to the movie props expert. Hired him to make another giraffe. But this expert has no ethics. Just do your head with your neck and run away with your money. So Teso brought the deer back and had to use a cart and a wooden board. Only to reveal the head and neck of the deer. Try to be curious, out of thin air. The result is still not attractive to visitors. So far all the tricks have been used up. More than the boss. Old people work hard every day. The sun is in one place. At the same time, sloth and chimpanzee have trouble. Girl posing as sloth. Abandoned by a convenience store owner. So the chimpanzees came to his shop and broke out. Performing a King Kong indignation. He broke all the goods on the shelves, causing the shopkeeper to shout. Then he immediately called the police. Said a big chimpanzee attacked me. The police want to see the video. He said the chimpanzees took the server. The police also said that. You said the wild boar had someone to believe you, so the police went away. That bastard won't let go so easily. He went to the zoo looking for chimpanzees. The result is that the X is pretending to be a sloth. The girl didn't want to be exposed, so it directly shows the slow motion of sloths. Simulation results: 7 defeated girl squeezed legs up. Very well for the first time in my life. He saw a sloth running so fast. Immediately chased to the place where the sloth fell. What a coincidence. Touching his ex's chest scared him to death. What the hell is this? Why do you have human breasts? He didn't even understand. He was directly punched by a black chimpanzee. Doubting human life. Before he passed out. I've seen lions and polar bears walking on 2 legs. Immediately threatened. When he woke up, the girl treated his wounds. He also knows that animals are all talkers. If a chimpanzee is sorry, he will not say the truth. You're a chimpanzee, so there's only one way to do it. It's all settled. Heatstroke: old boss has not recovered. Teso replaced him as a polar bear. Results: I was just outside when a tourist threw a drink at me. Teso felt the bitterness of the old boss. So hide behind the mountain and pretend to be dead. Teso waits after tourists leave to pick up the Coke bottle. Open the lid with heavy front paws and drink hot. This scene was photographed by tourists at the same time. Posted online. The next day, Teso arrived at the zoo. More than 1,000 visitors are waiting in line to open. The old boss said. Clip: polar bear drinking Coca by Teso. It's hot on the internet. Now everyone understands. This time they are famous. Teso hurried back to put on the suit. The polar bear appeared. A boy threw a bottle of Coke into the cage. Teso opens the bottle after 1 second and then finishes the bottle after 5 seconds. The visitors applauded each other. The zoo's visitors are getting more and more every day. It's also become a tourist hotspot. Teso also came up with a new trick. Find your favorite Coca-Cola in a pile of soft drinks. Even chimpanzees just drank Coke. I just did a hip hop. Just over 2 short months. The zoo earned 140 million won. Teso excellently completed the task. Report results to leaders. Become an official employee of the law office. But what I didn't expect was, the leader received the mandate of a great woman. Want to dismantle the zoo, to be converted into a resort. Teso's mood suddenly sank. Go back to the zoo immediately. I want to share this bad news with everyone. Who suspects Teso just walked in, afraid to piss his pants. It turns out everyone's prepared a celebratory party to thank what Teso does for the zoo. Former employees have also returned. Be prepared to continue. This makes Teso more and more confused. I dare not say the truth at all. But now someone's speaking for Teso. This former employee just called the government. He told everyone, the zoo is about to be raised to build a resort. The girl on Google search. It's true. Blink: Teso from benefactor turned into swindler. Very quickly the superwoman sent men to tear down the zoo. The old boss risked his life to resist. While the dispute is pushed to the ground by the enemy, fainted on the spot, was then taken to the hospital. Others believe. Deciding on free admission to spread the word to everyone. Tourists protect the zoo against the persecution of violent enterprises. In an instant, the woman's reputation was lost. She asked the leadership to solve the public opinion problem within 24 hours. If not, cancel the contract immediately. At this time the convenience store owner came to talk to the leader. The animals in the zoo are all fake. There are no animals. So the leader rushed to the zoo to confirm the truth. Teso rushed to tell the sloth that. Leaders know the truth. Everyone immediately retreat. Leader goes into the cage. Then I saw a polar bear lying on the ground. He goes to check, but opened the wrong door. Chimpanzees and sloths take that opportunity. Use cloth over his old boss's polar bear outfit. The leader banged hard on the iron door. Tell the polar bear to drink Coke to prove it was a fake. But he doesn't know. This bear is a real polar bear. It's the next second. It took a bite off his shirt. Let's all work together to save it. The real bear ran out of the cage. The leader is now conscious. The convenience store owner is a scammer. People who are so healthy. I want to go back immediately. But it's at the time of passing the giraffe. The deer's neck has turned upside down. It's not just leadership this time. Even the tourists know. Animals in the zoo are fake. The leader immediately returned with a stick to threaten the real bear. Forced him to quickly take off his makeup. The polar bear directly stabbed him. The leader is finally aware. Mom, this is a real polar bear. The leader's subordinates shouted. Leader's fake death, fake death. And of course the polar bear is working. Then the subordinates rushed to Google. Finally do SEO to get rid of it. If you meet a bear on the mountain, climb a tree. It's the best solution. Your face is bewildered. There are no trees here, Mom. Right now, Teso dressed in polar bear attracts its attention. Tell others to save the leader. And you are knocked to the ground by a polar bear. And at the same time, you've lost your bear's head. Roughly tearing up your clothes. Teso runs a circuit, plunges into the iron cage. A real bear can only pounce on the door furiously. After Teso got out. Think of a good way. We can just get back to the zoo. It can protect the zoo from being destroyed. So found the big lady. Petitioning her to combine the zoo and the resort. It's a mixed tourism area. To put it simply, it's a zoo-themed resort. If so, it's not just regaining the reputation of the big girl. The zoo was not destroyed. The plan was finally implemented a year later. All animals are no longer in cages, have their own true ecological home. Humans and animals live together. To the end, Teso due to fake bear. The Arctic should be suspended. You're with the lion girl. To the Polar Bear Conservation Center in Canada. See the real bear. Living happily where there's ice and snow. The movie is over. This movie is called Escape Zoo. The movie's question. In 4 animals impersonated by 4 people, you feel the AI is the most similar? Remember to send the answer below the comment section. Thank you for watching all of our videos. Hello and see you later.